The end of last week's Parsha, Parsha Shmini, the Torah takes a considerable amount of time going through every species that was known at the time and telling us if that species was considered to be kosher or not kosher. In fact, Rashi elaborates and says that Moshe Rabbeinu, in the Midbar, in the desert, as he was teaching these halachos, he literally picked up each species and said, Zos hachaya asher tochlu. This is the chaya, this is the species that you're allowed to eat, and then said, these are the species that you're not allowed to eat. Following the laws of kashrus, in the beginning of Parshas Tazria, we have the halachos, the laws of tumah, of impurity in regards to childbirth. And one wonders about the juxtaposition. Rashi speaks right to it. And Rashi says, just like on the sixth day of creation, man was created only after the animal kingdom, so too when we speak about the purity and impurity, that which is kosher and not kosher regarding the animals, so then we speak about purity and impurity regarding a human being, just like it was after a human being was after the animal kingdom when it came to creation, so too here when speaking about the laws of purity and impurity, the laws of Adam also follows the animal kingdom. But the juxtaposition may go even further. And that is the following parak of Parshas Tazria, and the remainder really of Tazria and Mitzorah speak about tsaras. Tsaras, as we know, is this skin disorder by which a person, if a person is found to have tsaras and it is confirmed by the Kohen, the person is sent away from the camp and in order to heal. And the question is there a connection between this concept of tsaras and that which we saw in last week's parsha? So we're told, Chazal teach us that tsaras comes upon a person, the skin disorder comes upon a person because they've spoken badly about other people. It comes from Lashon Hara. So Yisrael Salanter, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, explains that the juxtaposition of this part of the parsha is also significant to the end of Parsha Shmini, in that very often we are, or if not all the time, we are cautious about kashrus. We're very cautious about that which we eat, the kashrus of our homes, the kashrus of the places where we go to eat. Certainly with the Yom Tov of Pesach coming up, we're very cautious about the kashrus of the products that we buy. And he says we need to be, of course, kashrus being kosher, keeping kosher, being strictly kosher, is one of the fundamentals of what it means to be a Torah Jew. However, he says that we have to also make sure that we pay attention not only to what goes into our mouth, but also to what comes out of our mouth. That just like Parshas Shmini was speaking about the laws of what goes into our mouth, Parshas Tazria, when speaking about tsaras, is the result of that which not watching, that comes out of our mouth. And so Rabbi Yisrael Salanter focuses and says that we have to be diligent when it comes to that which comes out of our mouth, just like we are diligent with that which goes into our mouth. It's an important reminder of the ability to just, on some level, even if it's a small amount, to be more cautious and more cognizant of that which comes out of our mouth, and potentially we speak about others that we shouldn't be speaking naturally. And if we speak about other people on a certain level, it's certainly because there is something lacking within us that causes us to speak about others. So may we be zocha, may we merit to focus this Shabbos just in our minds, to think about how much we speak about others and the importance of being hesitant, just like we're hesitant before we pick up a food to put in our mouth and make sure it's kosher. We should also hesitate before saying something out of our mouth that really may be not kosher. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.